So that's John Dramani Mahama encouraging party members to keep hope alive. Well, we've been joined by Communications Director of the NDC, Mr. Kakra Isamoah. Thank you so much for your time this morning, sir. Now, we've heard from the petitioner who was your flag bearer during the 2020 elections. Should we expect an official communication from the party?
We have not met since after the verdict in that sense. So we will meet and then we'll make a decision on whether we should issue a statement in addition to what the flag bearer for the 2020 elections said yesterday.
I remember in the election preceding the 2020, after the party lost, you put together a committee to try and figure out what led to that particular loss. You spent some 3 months post-2020 elections fighting this case in court, supporting your flag bearer to do so. So what's next for the party after this outcome?
What is next for the party is that we will remain a political force in this country and engage in all constitutional mandated platforms, parliament, civil society, with the people of Ghana to shape their views and opinions on how best to develop this country. And at the appropriate time, that is 2024, we hope to contest the elections, and then God willing, if we win, we carry out our opinions and our views on the way forward.
There have been reactions to that particular address by your 2020 flag bearer in the 2013 petition after the court gave its ruling. We had some form of congratulatory, reconciliatory message to the NDC from then candidate Akufo-Addo. Should we expect Mr. Mahama to place a call to President Akufo-Addo?
Please, I beg you, your voice is very faint. Say that again.
I am asking if we should expect Mr. Mahama to place a call to President Akufo-Addo. Our checks indicate that that hasn't happened yet.
I'm not the correct person to ask this question of. I think that you should direct it properly to Mr. Mahama himself. But if you want my personal opinion on the matter, I can give it to you straight away.
All right, please do.
I will be extremely surprised if John Mahama did that.
Why?
And the reason is very simple. There are 2 or 3 reasons why. The first one is that President Akufo-Addo never, I repeat, never conceded to President Atanos. He never did it. He was not under any obligation to do so. The law did not mandate him to do so, but he did not do it. And that is a fact. That's number one. Number 2, in 2013, there was a bench of 9 judges. And the sitting president won 5 votes to 4. In 2020, there was a bench of 7. The sitting president won 7-0. He doesn't need any concession speech from anybody to validate him. If he thinks he needs a concession speech from anybody, then he should ask his own conscience what the matter is.
But in the spirit of unity and moving on after this, you think...
does not believe in unity. He would not have sent troops to the voter region.
Can you say that again?
I said the president, Akufo-Addo, he does not believe in unity. He will not have sent troops to the voter region.
Well, in what sense are you saying this? Because
my language is very clear.
Yes, I know, but I'm just asking.
I said he does not believe in unity. He will not have sent troops to the voter region.
And I'm asking, what do you mean when you say he sent troops to the voter region?
Why did he send troops during the voting and the registration? Why did he do that? 2 or 3 days ago, somebody who went on leave as a Ghanaian came back as a Togolese. You are not asking that question. Why did he do that? He does not believe in the unity of Ghanaians. He does not. Nobody can persuade me that he does. He does not.
All right. So the ruling, let's go back to the ruling that was delivered yesterday. The ruling suggests that your polling agents and reps at the National Collation Center didn't do a good job. In fact, the judges referred to the testimonies of Mr. Pesa White and Rojo Metal Nunu as fanciful. Your reaction to that? Any lessons learned?
I would not have wished to comment on the ruling for a variety of reasons. One of which being that We disagree with it, but the face of the constitutional arrangements in this country, we accept it. So we leave it at that. Because if you want me to go into the details of the compulsions and the gymnastics that the Supreme Court embarked on, we will not finish this interview.
I'm asking any lessons learned. At least we saw that in some instances.
There's no lesson learned from that particular ruling. Nothing.
Not even from the incidents of, and some your witnesses
am I
admitted.
To Auntie Bernice?
Yes, this is Bernice Abu-Bedul answer.
Good. Auntie Bernice, we had a bench of 7 persons. There's a reason why under our constitution, the appeal courts and the Supreme Courts are constituted by more than one person. There's a reason. So that even if somebody is dissenting, we'll learn and grow with it.
Okay.
In this particular case, practically all applications, it was 7-0 or 9-0.
Okay.
Did we need more than one judge to sit on this case?
Is that
need more than one judge to sit on this case?
Mr. Sama,
I don't want to comment on what happened. As a lawyer, I feel very ashamed about what happened. But let us move on. We want to move on. This country is far bigger than the things that happened yesterday.
Okay, Mr. Sama, if you permit me, let me just land on my question. So,
very well.
Okay. So this is what I was asking. Some of your witnesses admitted to some sheets being signed without any protests, and I'm saying that the judges cited that and suggested that your members or reps may not have done a good job. And I'm asking, as a party in that regard, what are you going to do to ensure that...
As I said, I do not, for the life of me, consider that judgment as worthy of my attention. Because, look, just let me take you back 8 or 7 years, 2013. After the ruling, the judges gave some indications on how things should be done in future. I'm sure you recall. Did they do anything like that?
No.
They are condemning us, and we should learn from the condemnation of me. I will never do it. I have an opinion, and I'll express it.
Okay, let's come to the NDC, because you are having to deal with the fallout of this Supreme Court ruling.
That is true.
And it appears that there's a lot of disaffection amongst your supporters. I've seen people write on social media, for example, how disappointed they are with the case that was sent to the Supreme Court. And then there's also this recent issue about the approval of some nominees who were rejected by members on the appointments committee belonging to the minority. Your MPs in Parliament say they're receiving threats. It appears that the NDC party has quite a lot on its plate to deal with.
I do not think so. I mean, a party is just like a human being. There are ups and downs. On January 7th, you and I were in this country when the NDC, in the face of extremely overwhelming odds, managed to secure the speakership of Parliament. This time around, the NPP has secured their list of nominees to become ministers. We do not like it. A lot of our switchers don't like it. But we'll move on.
So what are you doing to... we've heard the president, he's tried to encourage the supporters, the base of the party. In practical terms, it may be early days yet, but what's the party thinking about in order to, whip up that hope that the former president sought to, revive?
As you yourself have said in your own question, it's early days yet. But we know that a lot of our people are extremely disappointed about what is happening. And that is why we have leadership. It is now time for the leadership of the party to step up and calm tensions and give them hope and tell them the same way President John Mahama said yesterday, that the sun may have set on the 2020 elections, but another set of elections lie ahead of us, and it is our duty to prepare for those elections.
Is there division in the NDC?
Pardon?
Is there division in the NDC?
In what sense?
Over leadership and whether the party is being, put in the right direction. Are all executives in agreement on the way forward for the party and the current
No, we
happenings?
haven't met. We had a short meeting yesterday after the what do you call it?
The ruling.
The ruling. I was not present, so in all honesty, I don't know what took place. But I am sure there will be a proper meeting to look at everything. But as you yourself have suggested, it's early days yet. We will certainly get back into the books and rule it. That's no problem at all.
I appreciate your time this morning. Kakre Samoa is Communications Director of the NDC. I tried to get some reactions from him on the Supreme Court ruling. He basically says it's not worthy of his attention and there are no lessons to learn from that particular ruling. We'll be following the party keenly, and if there are any updates, especially on the Supreme Court ruling, we'll let you know. As the petitioner did mention that lawyers were going to study that particular ruling and let us know their thoughts on it.